That is probably the hardest thing right now as a teacher. Trying to stand my ground and be strong when my kids are watching me. Knowing that I know I'm doing everything I can to stand up for what's right.
Joel 60 WIYD PLK Palatka. Today we have a very special person here. We know her as Rocco. Tell me, what made you come to Palatka?
Love Is All You Need is not just a movie. It's a movement.
I had the best, most normal parents anyone could have asked for. I was 5 when I knew I wasn't like my family.
The education of the young is a responsibility given to us by God.
I am a Christian.
The video was very offensive to me as a minister of the gospel for 50 plus years.
On Thursday, that right was taken from us as parents.
I watched it and it was just very, very powerful to me. I explained the premises of the video and how it's if the world was opposite and, homosexuality was the norm and heterosexuality was not. I told the students from the beginning of the video that I wanted them to focus on the whole bullying issue, not so much homosexuality, because that is a controversial thing.
Here at school, we'd had 5 fights that week, which is unheard of. We hadn't had any all year. And so he decided he would show the video for the purpose of talking to the kids about bullying. The first that I knew anything was happening, I got a call from an upset mom. She said that her son came home and said that his ag teacher had shown a video.
Before I could even say, "This is Mr. Rhoden," as soon as I answered the phone, she heard my voice, she just started screaming.
She watched 5 minutes of the film, according to what she told me, and was so grossed out that she had to quit watching because she didn't think that kids should be subjected to that, said that he should be fired.
And she said, "What do you think your principal would think of this?" And I said, "To be honest with you, I think she would support this because we're all about anti-bullying." To which she responded, "We'll see about that." She hung the phone on me.
Community leaders are expected to attend a special meeting all over a film shown by a Palatka High School teacher that some say is inappropriate.
On that Wednesday, right before that Friday, the pastor had shown the video to his church congregation.
Got another phone call from an upset parent, kind of the same deal. She said there would be a big meeting about it. The school board was meeting about it.
There was a message being presented that had to do with homosexuality, in which homosexuality was not being stigmatized. And I think that is the trigger point.
That movie had nothing to do with bullying.
An inappropriate and explicit mature video was aired to the FFA students.
Tuesday, they have the school board meeting, and they have about 200 people show up. From what I understand, we're all against me.
Flat out stated that gays are disgusting.
We're creating a culture that endorses sodomy.
The homosexual lifestyle, I think, is wrong.
They've turned it into everything about homosexuality because I'm a gay teacher.
They were bullying Jeremy.
It had everything to do with a militant sodomite agenda.
On their Facebook comments, they would say things like, "We've got to get them out of there, our schools are in danger."
I think in their mind, bullying is the punching and the kicking.
God has entrusted us with children, and He will want an accounting of what we do with them.
Prepared to address this request that this teacher be put on administrative leave immediately.
If you're guilty of breaking one letter of the law, you're guilty of breaking the whole law. A sin is a sin to God.
Another meeting with the school board is scheduled for Monday night here at the Overturf Junior 6th Grade Center. Some say hundreds are expected to attend.
800 AM WPLK Palatka. We had the producer and director both of this film came to Palatka for the meeting that was scheduled for 6 o'clock last evening to discuss their film, and that meeting did not happen at the request of those that had requested the meeting. But today we have a very special person here that's come all the way from California. We know her as Rocco. Welcome.
Hi, George. How are you?
Parents got wind that you were coming and started calling the superintendent's office saying that Jeremy made sure that you were in our school and in our classes to make all of our kids gay.
Tell me, what Love Is All You Need, what's it all about?
Love Is All You Need was created in response to all of the bullying that was all over the news in 2010. I've worked hand in hand with educators with my production company, creating high-level educational, very engaging videos. And although this is a narrative project, it speaks to our mission there, which is to educate and engage people. And the more you can engage people,
it makes them question their long-held beliefs and admit that maybe the way that they have been thinking all of this time is wrong.
But they just got to stop for a second and set their differences aside and say, okay, I may not agree with this, but how does it really affect people?
I do think it opens some kids' eyes up to bullying and how they treat others.
They're teaching you to be gay, but no, it's not really teaching you to be gay. It's just telling you how these people feel as if we were them.
I thought that it made a lot of points and that it helped other people realize what it was like to be bullied and what it was like to be different.
Some of them not. Some of them are still treating people the same way, but...
Beyond the short film, we're hoping by making a feature, we can go theatrical and it will hit more audiences and affect more people worldwide, more than just the 30 million people that have seen the short film.
I think that's going to be amazing.
I definitely think this should be made into a feature film. In a town like Palatka, people aren't used to that kind of thinking. They're right, and then they get righteous about it.
How often do you have a movie that actually makes you be put in somebody else's shoes to where you have to sit there and see how what you do as a person, what you say as a person ultimately affects somebody else's life?
People need that.